Welcome to Bunny's podcast. Have you ever felt disappointed? Not because someone did something wrong, but because they didn't do what you hoped they would. Maybe you sent a long message and they replied with only one short line. Maybe you gave your best, but they didn't notice. Or maybe you loved deeply, but they didn't love you the same way. Hi, my friend. Welcome back to Bunny's podcast. Thank you so much for choosing this moment to listen and to breathe with me. I'm truly happy you're here. Today, let's talk about expectations in relationships and how learning to let go of them can bring us peace. We all want connection. We want to feel loved, understood, and valued. It's natural. We're human. But sometimes our hearts quietly whisper, I wish they texted first. I wish they cared like I do. I wish they could read my mind and know how I feel. And when they don't, we feel unseen, unloved, or even unimportant. But one day, I realized something simple yet powerful. Expectations are silent agreements that only exist in our minds. We expect others to love, speak, or act the way we do, but they are different people with different ways of showing care. And when our inner world doesn't match their reality, that's when pain appears. Think about this. You spend hours planning a birthday surprise for someone. You imagine how excited they'll be. But when the day comes, their reaction is smaller than you dreamed of. They smile, say thank you, and move on. At that moment, your heart sinks. Not because they weren't grateful, but because they didn't react the way you imagined. Or maybe you always listen to your friend when they're sad, but when you're the one who needs comfort, they're too busy. You start to question everything. Do they even care? Am I the only one who gives? But here's the truth, my friend. People express love in different languages. Some people show it through words, some through actions, some simply through presence. And sometimes they're loving you the best way they know how. When we expect too much, we give away our peace. We start to measure our worth by someone else's behavior. But your worth isn't defined by how someone treats you. It's defined by how much love you carry inside and how gently you give it without needing control. Letting go of expectations doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop demanding. You still love, but you love freely, without counting how many times they text back, or how fast they reply, or how deeply they show it. You love because it feels true to you, not because you want something back. Here's a gentle reminder. Healthy relationships are not about balance in numbers, but balance in emotions. They grow when both people feel safe. Safe to give, safe to receive, safe to be imperfect. So when you start expecting too much, pause, take a breath, ask yourself, am I expecting them to fill a space that only I can fill? Because often, what we want from others, attention, validation, care, is something we can also give to ourselves. Spend time with yourself. Do things that make your soul feel alive. When your heart feels full, you'll stop chasing others to fill it. And that's when love becomes lighter, calmer, and more real. My dear friend, remember this. The less you expect, the more you appreciate. The more you love without control, the freer your heart becomes. Not everyone will meet your expectations, but that's okay. They are walking their own journey, just like you are walking yours. Give love because it feels beautiful to give it. Receive love because you deserve it. but never let unmet expectations steal your peace. Thank you for being here with me today. If this episode touched your heart, share your story or feelings in the comments. I'd love to read them. Take care, be gentle with your heart, and remember, sometimes peace begins when expectations end. Today's podcast ends here. If this feels like a place you want to come back to, please subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and join me in this journey. This is Bunny's podcast, a gentle voice for your heart, and I'm truly happy to have you here. Thank you so much.